Alright YouTube, just a quick follow-up video on the Kershaw Thistle. Some people were wondering how the lock worked, and if the button was too large and you could press on on accident as you're using the knife. First let me show you how it works. No, actually first let me show you. I took a knife apart, and typically it has this backspacer, but the only thing that's holding those backspacers are on these barrels. So now you have three basically standoffs or barrel spacers. Now it has open pillar construction. So I'm not even sure why they include that in there when it was held together by those barrels, but anyway, my battery's gonna die on my camera, so let me just grab my charger. I swear my battery on this camera is just going out. It just doesn't hold the charge anymore. Alright, there we go. So how the button works. So you basically, I'll just show you. You open the knife. So now the liner lock is engaged, as you can see. Like I said, it's very recessed. I'm trying to get this to focus in there. But when you push the button, it basically moves over a part of that other liner, and you can see it pushes that liner lock off, and then you can close the knife. So let's do that again. See if we can get the focus in there. It's just not focusing. There we go. Push that in. This engages the lock. Close the knife. So I understand the concern of if you're using the knife. So I was actually sitting here trying to do it. And if you look at the grip you get, a little bit of jimping up here on the blade, so you put your thumb there, and you can see my thumb, or not my thumb, my pointer finger here. It's going to barely kind of touch that button. And I could like grip it and press it, and it's just super awkward, and I still couldn't get it to unlock. You have to I guess if you had gigantic hands and you wrapped it around, and it's just awkward though. You do have to put a good amount of pressure on the button to unlock it. So reverse grip, you would have to be unlocking it basically with your palm, and again you have to put too much pressure. I've sat here and tried to do this, being safe, and I can't get. That lock is solid, so it doesn't really, it's not really a concern. I can see why that would be a concern, but you do have to put enough pressure to unlock it. And the button is somewhat, it sticks up over the scale, so you can push it, but again, you have to put that much pressure for that knife. You have to push that all the way down to get that to disengage. And so you'd have to, I sat here and I tried so many different ways. I was cutting cardboard, I was doing things with it. Unless you hold your knife like this, then yeah, you probably will disengage the lock, but I don't think anyone's going to hold it like that. So in your normal grip positions for using a knife, it's not going to be a problem at all. And I'm sure that Kershaw thought about that when they designed the knife and they tested it to make sure that it was safe, that people weren't going to cut their fingers off or cut their fingers by accidentally unlocking the lock as they're using the knife. But again, I tried multiple different ways. Your thumb is, but like I said, you have to really reach around and you have to really press hard. And see, I'm pressing pretty hard right now, and it's not unlocking the lock. So it takes a certain push. You can see how much I have to push in there to get it to disengage. So yeah. So anyways, cool little knife. I took it apart, put a little nano oil in it. So it was already pretty smooth. It does have Teflon washers, like I thought, and then or nylon washers, excuse me. And then you can just you can take that backspacer right off and have open pillar construction if you want. So just really blown away by the quality that Kershaw puts into these overseas, budget knives. This knife was 25 bucks, and it has some really cool features and really innovative design, and some good stonewashing. The liners on the inside are actually even stonewashed, which is cool. Usually those are just kind of rough finished, stonewashed stainless steel liners. You've got, like I said, the pillar construction. I'm not sure why they even included this. I guess it was just for looks, because it really doesn't serve a purpose except for maybe for a lanyard hole. That's probably what it is. Yep. So if you don't use lanyards, I don't use lanyards, you won't miss that. If you take that out, you won't have a lanyard hole. But for me, not a big deal. I don't use lanyards. So alright guys, just a quick video showing how that button works, and letting you know that you can take that backspacer off. So for 25 bucks, it's a cool little knife to check out. It's definitely worth picking up for the price. and definitely been enjoying carrying it. So, alright guys, see you next time.